Yes, people. Oh my days. At night, I'm finally controlling something. Like, I'm actually in my setting. I'm in my zone. I'm not a no flipping computer. Phone anymore. I'm here to control it. So Mons can't get away with anything. But big up Mons because he's actually held down the fort for a long time, over a week as well. So I appreciate Mons. We're going to be joined by Olu, not Dats. Dats is actually knackered. So let him just go do his thing. It doesn't matter anyways. That means we get to talk. Yeah. Get on. But yeah, man, other than that, Ollie will join us, an actual Arsenal fan that's ready to rock up. And also Welks, another Liverpool fan, will be rolling up. But before we get into all of this, there's 150 of you here. Yeah. Prime Liverpool are back. Yeah. But for that, we need to smash a like for that Jota dive. Yeah. All right. The thing is, I'm going to try my hardest to play both sides. I have to be positive, and at the same time, I have to be negative, right? I'm going to try. I hate Liverpool with a passion, but Mons does this to Arsenal and every other club. So it's only fair, right? We've got Specs here holding it so you can go at the bottom. And obviously, Olu's here that he can, Olu's quite objective, yeah. Yeah, dislike for my tears. It is what it is. But I don't know where to start. Do I start with Olu? Do I start with Mons? Do I start with Specs? I think the first place to go is to the winner. I think you're allowed to. I think Mons, I think you're even going to be a little bit critical of your own team. Of a certain individual too. What are you saying, man?
I'm just trying to figure out where I can hear anyone on this panel or not. Yeah, I can hear you guys. I can hear you guys today. What?
This motherfucker, man.
Bro, listen. 7.53 XG. Straight peppering.
Yeah, it's true.
Straight pepper. Yeah, that's the only seasoning he was using. Bland as fuck. Yeah, straight pepper.
Get to the point, bruv. Fuck, man.
You know what
I'm rattled the piss as it is, bruv.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know. It's not the first time. It's not the last time. You're going to keep on losing. So we ain't new to this. Yeah. Anyway, Geordie, I didn't expect you guys to come and do a thing. You was coming to Anfield. You knew what was going to happen. We got our daily dose of 6 points as we do every season against Newcastle. So, I'm sorry this seems very smug and arrogant of me. But remember, I don't forget last season, bro. I don't forget the end of last season, the way you was chatting the end of last season. I don't forget these things. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's
right. We're going to get that goal, man. Get that goal, bro.
Yeah, man. Ain't heard from Kendall much either.
By the way, just a disclaimer, because she's not allowed to get away with this, yeah? I swear she ignores on match days. Honestly, I've seen tweets, seen them everywhere. I hollered her last night. I hollered her today. Guess what? Happy New Year, guys. But don't want to come on the panel. She knows. I know she's watching, Kendall. I swear down, don't try it. You're not a no duty.
Hey, Kendall.
She's watching.
Kendall. Anyway. So
I love this, Specs in the mud, man. Let's go, man.
No, listen. Yeah. Ho Linton, you know what I'm saying? Ho Linton, all running around in the mud, you know what I'm saying?
Man, he's a soldier, bro. Your man just cheats, bro. You understand?
Yeah.
Anyway, go on, bro.
There was some performances I really wanted to talk about. Nunez cannot start for Liverpool. I hope you now all understand where I come from. So when I say to a man, I know my club better than you. I know my club better than you know my club in terms of, I'm talking rival fans. I'm not talking about other Liverpool fans. When man try to ask me or try to talk to me about my club, and I try to tell you something, fucking listen. I've tried to tell man about Nunez. I've tried to tell man. What more do you need to see with your eyes? What more do you need to see? We can't keep, bro. On another day, he would have cost us today.
She's just messaged me as well.
What?
She just messaged me as well. Sorry, I'm just on my way home. To be honest, it's a good thing. I would have lost my head, I think. Kendall, yeah. Tomorrow, I expect tomorrow. Yeah.
Anyway,
Evening.
yeah. Anywho, my point is that I'm not going to even spend too long on Nunez because at the end of the day, we battered the team, we battered them. But bro, like it was 1-0 for a lot of it. You know, it was 3-2 for parts of the game as well. The game got stretched, and we needed to kill the game off. And we can't keep wasting chances. And Nunez, I think it was 4 shots on target, 4 of them in the box, and he couldn't put away any of them. 2 of them were in the 6-yard box. It just needs to be better. It just needs to be better from him. Like his movement, great. His tenacity, great. But you're a striker and you're measured by your parameter of goals. You know what I'm saying? Putting chances on the plate for you to keep on missing. We're now game week 20. We thought that like these Nunez sexuals keep telling me that the misses are gonna stop. He's gonna, watch when Nunez blasts off in the second season when the 30 goals are gonna come in, brother. He's got 14 goals in 2023. Fuck off. I'm not hearing it, bro.
You know what it reminds me of? As an Arsenal fan, and Arsenal fans always got to bring it back to Arsenal, but he reminds me of Yaya Sanogo,
No, don't do that. Don't.
No. Correct name. No, correct name. The correct name.
Can we get the correct name?
No.
Monts. His name is Yaya's Anogo. Yeah, a no goals.
Yeah,
no goals.
Please. Yeah, I'm not hearing that. Like, listen, I can slander Darwin because he's my player. I'm not hearing it from anyone else. No one else can slander him. He's my player. I slander. You know what I'm saying? When someone cusses your little brother, when someone cusses your little brother, when you cuss your little brother, it's cool. When someone else does it, yeah, we're not having that. Yeah, welcome. You're gonna need to speak up for your boy Darwin.
Wait. Let me see. Should Specs be here? Like, should he be ganged up down in the middle part, or should he go in the corner?
Welcome needs to be on the top row. Gets welcome on the top row with me.
No, I'm trying to think of it like that.
Only royalty. But anyway. Anywho,
this
welcome,
guy is a fucking idiot, man.
Later on in the stream, we're gonna have to speak about Darwin Nunez, and we're gonna
for sure. No, Mons,
yeah.
We spoke about it, man.
But now we move on to the positives. Let's get positive. Now let's get positive. Yeah. So I don't see any Arsenal fans here. Do you guys see any Arsenal fans? I don't see any Arsenal fans. I don't see any of them. I can't hear any of them.
I'm literally right here.
No, not on the panel. In the chat. I don't see any. I don't see. Where's Yard Guna? Where's Saka's older brother? You know what I'm saying? Someone go find that little African youth. Someone go find him because I can't find him. Maybe he's going AFCON. I don't know where he is. I don't know. Anywho, 5 points clear of those bums. You know what I'm saying? 5 points. 6 points clear of Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Man City are the ones I fear. Big up Guna G. He stays there whenever he wants to. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself. But Curtis Jones today. Understand. He's going back to the Curtis I knew, the Curtis we've seen since the back end of last season, doing his thing. He is really coming into his own. Curtis Jones conversations need to be had. Szoboszlai not really a great game again for me. He was below par, 4 out of 10 max at a stretch. Gakpo when you come on, even he gets a goal. How about this? I reckon Nunez would have missed the Gakpo chance. I ain't gonna lie. Jota, thank the Lord you are back.
Oh,
wait, Aston Villa second. Oh, this is blasphemy, man. What's going on?
Thank the Lord.
Jota Salah.
Like a cheat, man. What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, listen. Again.
Wait. Before
fucking diver, bro. Talk up the truth, bro.
Can I ask a question? Have they searched Anfield for the snipers? Because I saw a hell of Liverpool players like falling like someone just sniped.
That man are cheats, bro.
Only Specs. You know what I have to say to that one? Do you know what?
So talk up the teams then, Mont, but talk up the truth as well,
When you
bro.
man was wasting time last season, he wasn't complaining. It was you man that was wasting time last season. And
I go. And I got Rob there as well.
Specs, boy to boy, man to man. Yeah, for me. He didn't need to go down, and he went down in stages, if that's what you want to hear. But guess what? You see that game against Spurs? You see the goal? You see the offside goal? Mo Salah was pushed offside days ago. And we and we wrongly had a goal chalked off last week. I was told to deal with it, so I will now say to you...
Bro, I'm not a Spurs fan, bro. I'm not a Spurs. What, big man? Now, hold on, Mons, because you got better chat. What?
I've got chat because I'm top.
Wait, bro. I'm not a Spurs fan. I might be born and bred in Tottenham. I'm a North London man, born and bred N17. You don't know. But it's better not to do with me, bro, innit? I'm talking about this game, bro.
Specs, I just put at the first Specs. The first thing I said to you was he went down in stages. For me, it's not a penalty.
Both penalties, both of them were foul, bro. The one that was given, bro. What's that about? Talk to me.
Anyway, I thought the
No,
first
so
one.
anyway, no, talk to me about that one as well. I beg you, bro.
Now,
You're not balance, innit?
The first one's 50-50. First one's 50-50. As I said, first one's 50-50 in it. But again, Specs.
And the other one. No, and the other one, though. Oh, wait, Mons, and the other one. I want to ask you the other one as well before you carry on.
It swings and roundabout, Specs. It swings and roundabouts, bro. There's no point chatting about it. It swings and roundabouts.
We have to chat about it, bro. We can't ignore it.
Yeah, for sure. But what are we going to talk about? What's the end product? We're going to just say that them man are just corrupting the thing. That's their man thing. What can we say? We got.
I'm just pissing at
against Spurs. It happens, bro.
Specs. The Diaz one was a penalty for me. It's a clumsy challenge. He doesn't need to go to ground. He goes down easily, but he doesn't need to go to ground. So for me, that's a clumsy challenge. The second one,
he delays himself and then thinks, actually, you know what? Let me go down. But all right, cool. These things happen. But I'm just saying it's not nice, bro.
Specs. The second one's not a penalty. The second one's not a penalty. But again, for me, Joe Linton should not be on the pitch either. If we want to talk about decisions, Joe Linton pulls back Soboslai on the counter attack. Again, doesn't get carded. Doesn't even get brought back for a foul. Yeah, for that one. And then he goes and gets a yellow card in the second half. How about that? So again, we can talk about decisions in the game. That was all. He shouldn't have been on the pitch. 100%. And you can do the Liverpool thing, but it was the Liverpool last game when Salah was pushed offside and we wrongly had the goal chalked off. And then and Burnley easily could have went and scored. Easily could have went and scored at the other end.
I don't care about last game, you know, bro. This game. Maybe I'm rattled a bit as well. Maybe I'm just rattled a bit as well. I'm going through hard times right now in Newcastle.
It's relevant. No, but Specs, it's relevant. Don't call. No one come and stop calling my club Liverpool when again we had a goal wrongly chalked off just last game. No one was screaming Liverpool then. So why am I screaming it now?
They can still call you that, bro.
Yeah, what about the Odegaard time ball? What about that one? No,
that was messed up. I saw that one. Yeah.
Is it Liverpool then? Exactly.
No, even Nicholas Jackson, I get Chelsea, we should have got a pen as well.
I know it swings and roundabouts, and I know you man are emotional. But guess what? I was told to deal with it. So man, that is happening to you, deal with it. When it happens to me next, I'm gonna get told deal with it. Swings and roundabouts. So guess what? All you man, swings and fucking roundabouts. We won the game over 7 expected XG. You did not lose today because of the refs. You lost because you got battered.
No, I agree with that. On the actual game alone, I'm not denying that. Overall, come on now, you get me? It was sustainable.
We got some serious questions. We got to reel it back. We do this weekend. It's becoming a bit of a frequent thing. Specs coming on when he loses. Like he has come on when he won. He got gassed, and he's only been one time in like months. Yeah. All right, let's read it back. First and foremost, there's 500 people in the building. Thank you very much for having obviously everyone that's in here hearing all the excuses and anything you want. Please smash the like button. 143 likes wouldn't be where we are today in 2024 without you guys. But other than that as well, yeah, if I'm going to reel this in a little bit, did Liverpool deserve to win the game first and foremost? Absolutely. Yeah. Do I think some of the players like why they've got their names for the reason? That's Sabozo. You need to have another conversation. But at the end of the day, you still scored 4 goals. Yeah, Lewis Miley should never got sent off. That was a good tackle. I'm going to be honest. I think Anthony Taylor had a good game. VAR didn't overturn it. He thought what it was. He could have got overturned. So if anyone was to blame anyone, it's not Jota. Even though it looked like he was stacking. Like I think it was a dive. Don't get me wrong.
Lewis Miley didn't get sent off, by the way. He didn't get sent
off. No. He shouldn't have been sent off. I know people should have said that was like a leg break tackle. I'm trying to keep. Let me keep going. Yeah. You deserved it. And there's no reason but do I think that Newcastle could have got something away with that at that point, even though all the XG was in your favor? I think they might have. They could have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I think Anthony Taylor had a decent game. Whether you want to agree with it or not, Specs, your team just can't win, bro. Yeah. And the question is, again, it's down to Eddie Howe. It's not down to Jurgen Klopp. It's not down to the referees. It's not down to anything. Down to your team. At the end of the day. Because you know what it is? They could have been more solid. Gary Neville said it right. Why the hell did you try to play ball at Anfield in the first 10 minutes of the game? You know, why would you so open that your midfield got come through like mustard? And then I
would agree with that. Well, I thought it would be more of part of the bus. Like, to be honest, I'm not even Like how we played, I'm not even how we start. I'm not even that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, because it's been up nothing anyway. So sometimes you might as well just go all out. You get what I'm saying? But we didn't go crazy. I thought in midfield though, we were no competition. Like for me, like Liverpool, every time we got the ball, by the time I was to release it, I was getting pissed off. Like took long to release the ball, or Bruno had the ball for too long, or like we'll win the ball back and we just lose it again straight away. A lot of that happened in the midfield. And I thought our defense was a bit shoddy as well at moments. Like that goal, who scored? There's a goal that they scored, and Longstaff puts a lazy leg out, and then you pass it, and Botman puts another lazy leg out, and then you score. I don't think we should have necessarily just park the bus, like do a Man United kind of thing and hope for. I don't know, bro. It is what it is. Liverpool always going to win for me anyway, regardless. We tried. We got 2 goals. Whatever. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Liverpool, we're going to be the better team. So I don't really care about what's the point of saying, oh, we could have parked the bus, this and that. With Eddie, I don't agree the whole out thing. I've heard many man on my watch along was like, Eddie out. I don't agree. Like, what's the point? Just see it out, innit? He's got a bit of credit in his bank. See it out. But I will question him. Where's the plan Bs? They asked him at the press conference before. Didn't really answer it. I don't see no other plans. Like, because now it's time to really earn his money, innit? Like, when we're in problems now, what can he do? Because we're fucked right now, bro. I'm actually getting deeply concerned, bro. That it's going to be a culture now for us where they keep losing, and then where does it end, bro? And I'm getting pissed off. I got common hair, and it's just, I'm feeling a bit shitty right now, bro.
You don't have your players. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, Newcastle.
What for the plan B, you mean? Or you mean in general?
And just in general, I think Eddie Howe was doing a good job. He had the players. A lot of them got injured. Got into Champions League. It was like a fast track, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Now all your players are crumbling. He was always going to lose this game, kind of thing. We already knew that. I already knew that Liverpool was going to win. It was about how Liverpool was going to win. That was a question mark. But at the same time, I think with Newcastle, I don't think you should be too done harmed by. Let's see what happens in January. I know you man are like techie with your transfers because apparently FFP is holding you man back. But let's see what you do this January because. Listen, I give you guys a blige, man. I can't you might try to play some ball today. It ain't that, because Liverpool at the same time, like we have to give credit to Liverpool because Liverpool's thing right now is ruthless. So and it's hard to compete with Liverpool at the moment. I don't know how. Obviously, we'll dissect that on Liverpool side of it. But with Newcastle, don't be too done by, bro. Like Eddie Howe, I think still keep him. I don't think it's an Eddie out situation either. No,
I don't. I'm not on the Eddie Howe out thing. Like far from it. Like I'm just. But you still. It hurts, innit? It ain't about this game, you know, bro. This ain't why people. It's been like we're fucked, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but come on, bro. Like,
and you don't have good personnel.
But the games we should have done better, though, bro. Like sometimes the excuses get run out a bit. The injury thing, the tired thing. To be honest, blood, I think the Champions League fucked us up, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest, in a sense of it came out of nowhere. We weren't expecting it, and it's like, It's not like old school days like Chelsea. You can just come in and buy the whole place. It don't work like that. Have you got this? I remember it's the way Eddie plays, bruv. And even I had to learn that along with Eddie, how we play. Man, I've told him before. I wasn't listening. I was naive. So like the way you not play the intensity, it's not sustainable. I'm like, no, we're good, man. We're good. Now we're fucked.
But the had a good game, though. Your keeper, I think that's one positive. Your keeper had a good game.
Had a worldie, yeah.
At least 5 or 6. Your keeper had a good game. That's a little positive there.
He kept the score kind of respectable because it could have been peak, bro. Yeah, honestly, it could have been a 7-something. Could have been. You get what I'm saying? Could have been, but it doesn't matter. We lost anyway, bro, and we got Villa and City next.
You got Villa and City next.
Yeah,
that's
what I said to you. That's why I say it's concerning.
Where is it? Aston Villa's at Villa, isn't it?
And we got Sunderland, the derby away in the FA Cup, bro.
Oh yeah, you got Sunderland.
So people are saying if you lose that, they're saying Eddie out. I don't agree with that, but some say that.
They're saying Eddie
out. I don't agree with that.
Despite
saying that, it's split right now. It's split. Horrible one, bro.
Yeah, it's a peak.
Kumbaya, my lord.
I remember.
Can you speak about Liverpool? Because I can't lie. I hear the Newcastle thing, and listen, I think it's about time. I think we should start having the conversation about Liverpool because when other teams like Man City, like when they won against Everton, respectfully, they've done their thing and we praise them, man. But I think we have this conversation about Liverpool.
I've got one concern though. I think Ollie's thinking about it, maybe the same kind of thing. When Mo Salah does eventually go, when Endo does eventually, because you know what, it's actually kind of sad for maybe some Liverpool fans because Endo really grew into that role. He looked like he beefed up a little bit. You know, he looked like he was not saying he's the best thing since sliced bread, but he was really kind of doing you a grade B, C type job, just enough to get it over the line if need be. When he came off, I think you lot felt it. as well.
Yeah.
A little bit. You felt it when McAllister came on. And obviously, there's a few games that are coming up. I don't know if the fixtures are in your favor, but today, Salah, 1 goal, I think, or 2 goals and an assist, I believe. Could have had a 3.
Yeah.
Could have had.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
something
what.
like that. So that's the whole point.
Most goals and most assists in the Premier League.
That's the next part. Who's getting you over the line next? Because this is like I don't think you're a one-man team, but if there's something that happens, it always does go through him, and that's probably another upset maybe, because having Endo and Salah goes is just as bad as one another. I think right now potentially.
Yeah. I was gonna. No, so I knew you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say Jota, yeah, but. This is what I think the problem might be, right? Because everything that's good happens through that Liverpool right-hand side, Trent and Salah. And I think the reason why Trent plays so well sometimes is just the amount of focus Salah gets, right? Even when he's playing badly, he's still such a threat that defenders probably in the back of their mind have to think about Salah, right? Now, you can say you bring in Jota. Now, what Jota does in terms of being an amazing finisher isn't the same threat of what Salah does in terms of, even though sometimes his techers seem so weird, in terms of like it bounces off his feet, but he can still just drive through play. He can still just dribble. He can still like the cross for Gakpo. I mean, that was a wonderful pass, right? Mm-hmm. You take away that, you might see that Trent. Again, I'm not saying this is 100% because Klopp might find an answer to this, but you might find that Trent actually doesn't play as well, or doesn't get a license to be as dangerous as he needs to be. And having Jota in the right hand side might not bring the best for him because he's better up front, especially when you've got Darwin Nunez, who is missing so many chances. I mean, do you want Jota in that position, or do you want Nunez in that position? So I think it might be more of a problem than Liverpool fans want to think, because they think Jota is back. Again, it's for Klopp to figure out an answer to that problem. And
it's 150 Premier League goals now, isn't it? For him,
yeah.
For Salah. Yeah.
This is the problem. This is the problem sometimes where you have a player who's just stand out, the best player on the pitch, right? In terms of like everything flows through them or flows through that side with him and Trent. Because I think for me, Trent is just also a fantastic footballer, but I think he works so well with Salah. If you take that sort of jigsaw out of the puzzle, what is that going to look like? And will Liverpool then? Because to be honest, as well, let's be real. There's a lot of frailties in Liverpool as well. They're not the sort of. I mean, today they absolutely battered Newcastle, but you can get got at, right? And Salah is almost a get out of jail free card, same with Trent. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when Salah goes to AFCON. And then again, if you lose a defensive quote-unquote anchor in Endo, it'll be interesting to see.
I don't know what we're going to see. I think Elliott needs to stand up. Elliott needs to stand up and show that he's come a long way a little bit. Whether Nunez is on the bench or Jota's up front, I don't know. I think Nunez has to be an impact player. He misses too much. For me, the last thing you need in your lineup is someone that you can't really rely upon. Even though he might get an assist here and there, he's just doing a Timo Werner type thing. You know what I mean? It's just effective off the bench. And I think Monster's been screaming it for the longest. Everyone's kind of jumped off the train. He's just not that guy. As much as you want to call it. I don't care if you want to call GA and he's a ruthless. I saw him miss too many today that he could have buried long ago. And we're talking easy chances, man. Easy chances. But he does work well with Elliott. He does have a little bit of something with Elliott, though.
Him and Elliott have a little link-up play.
It's worth mentioning. But yeah, man.
Mons, do you agree with what Ollie said?
What, that we can get got at and we'll suffer without Mo Salah?
And Endo.
Well, McAllister's come back in time. So...
to be fair, I don't think he didn't do that bad when he came on. After the first 5 minutes, and then after he grew into the
going forward, we was better. But we're always going to be you can get at Liverpool. Let's be honest. We're not sustainable in what we're doing, but what we're doing is better than what everyone else is doing, as you can see by the league table. So as long as we're there, I'm not going to nitpick too many issues with Liverpool because it doesn't make sense because of the position we're in. If you asked me at the start of the season, would I take being 5 points clear of Arsenal and 4 points clear of how many points we clear of City? 5 points as well, but they have a game in hand. I'm taking that. Regardless of the performance, I'm taking that. But it just depends on who you can rely on. No other forward at Liverpool can you rely on the way you rely on Mo Salah. But as a collective, can they get us over the line for 2 games? Absolutely.
It's a bit more than that. It's a bit more than that. It's a bit more than that. If you want to go check your fixture list, it's congested.
You've got Arsenal in the FA Cup and you've got the Premier League.
in the Premier League.
No, all right, cool. But it's still congested, meaning you're gonna have to rotate. And these are cups, these are trophies that you definitely would want once since it's there.
So again,
let me tell you that what you got then.
I know what.
No, wait. Once it applies. Look, this is who he could miss. This is what he can miss. Yeah, in the Premier League, Bournemouth away, which last time out, if I remember, they held you to a draw last year. In their gaff, or they beat you and you missed the penalty. I think that's the one. You got Chelsea, who they're gonna. I mean, you usually drop points.
That's already.
Yeah, that looks like a 0-0 all over it. Anyways, then you got Arsenal away, and then you go back to Burnley before you go back to playing obviously the Brentfords and stuff like that. I'm just saying they are, and you got Man City creeping. Arsenal might need a bounce back.
Games.
Yeah, I think you can. No, if he gets to a final, I believe he will. And Egypt always go far.
Okay, maybe
we'll see. We'll see. Listen, for me, it's an important part of the season where the other four is. I don't think this is as complicated as we need to make it. The other four attackers just need to step up.
Yeah, straight. I agree, man. I don't think it's the end of the world. Like, I know. Obviously, facts are facts, and Salah's going to be a mix. Let's not get it twisted. Like, that's pretty obvious.
Like,
but
we've been through more AFCONs. You know what I'm saying? We've been through other AFCONs. Do you get it? Like, it's not the first AFCON we've had.
You got the players there, man. Someone's going to step up anyway, bro. Jota's back as well.
We've lost Salah and Mane to AFCONs, bro.
Yeah,
we've lost both of them.
No, Mane, Salah, Keita as well, and that Keita. This is
yeah.
The difference is before you were way more solid before. You had a younger Van Dijk. You had a solid part. No, wait. You had a proper Fabinho, yeah. You had a proper one that time. You had a good functioning midfield and stuff like that. So when you say we've done it before, it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. You don't have Mane this time. And guess what? Your fans do not like Luis Diaz, right? Do not like him, yeah, at this moment in time. And I don't know why. But wait. Well, hold up. No, it's not incorrect. No, it's not incorrect.
We question him so far this season. We don't like.
You lot wanted him dropped. And I said, I don't know why people are even getting
rightly so.
Why are people getting onto him like in differences when he's gone through what he's gone through? Anyways, not long story short, you don't like Darwin Nunez. You don't know if you're going to rely upon him. And the last part is, so let's not do up like right now in the moment type beat. And Elliot, you don't even know if he can step up to the plate that you need him to get you over that part.
When I saw him come off against Selhurst pass against Crystal Palace and he scored that banger, I can trust a Elliot right now. I can trust a Curtis Jones. I can trust a little Gakpo. Yes, your attack has not really been firing and stuff like that. But as a collective, as Mont's saying, offensively, we're still doing all right. And we can score goals. That's the thing. Once it starts clicking and stuff like that, yes, Nunez hasn't been banging. The likes of Gakpo, we can question a forward line. But the conversation, could we deal with a Salah and not with an Endo? I think we can. McAllister's coming back. Jota comes back. And we play differently when we have someone like Jota as well. And Szoboszlai, I think as well, I remember when we got Szoboszlai, Klopp did say he can play in the front line, obviously on the wings and stuff like that. So I wonder if he can probably play a Szoboszlai on that right wing as well, where Mo Salah plays.
You know as well. Sorry, just to cut the last part. What I just want to say is, yeah, I'm not trying to say that your squad is shit. I'm not even trying to say Klopp is crap. I'm not saying you can't do it either. But saying that we've done it before and we'll do it again, I don't want to hear that. That's it. We always talk about, let's not talk about history. That Liverpool, that team is finished. It's done. Yeah, this is different Liverpool. We're talking about fine margins this Premier League, by the way. Fine margins. And that's why I say, yeah, if you're going to say it, don't say we're going to be fine off the bat. When I just mentioned pretty much two out of three hard games in the Premier League, that could make the difference. Arsenal got no AFCON. He's not going to AFCON. There's no one going to the Asia Cup. Same with City as well. These little facts, dare I say, even Aston Villa at this point. I'm just trying to say, be a little bit more balanced with it. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, I'm not saying that it means that we get these players and we're gonna win. These are obviously tough games, and these are competitions that obviously Liverpool fans can say these are competitions we want to win. FA Cup, i.e., also Carabao Cup as well, and you want to play your best lineup as well. But I do think because we've already been there. And I know it's cliche to say mentality and stuff like that, but that comes in that sort of fold as well. And when you win games like Newcastle today, okay, Gakpo on the score sheet, we did play well. Yes, Nunez didn't score, but you can take some sort of positives and ride it to the next game. It's the next game sort of basis, and you take that sort of momentum to the next game. Of course, these will be difficult games. Of course, we're going to get at. Of course, there's a big question mark. Can we do it with a Salah without an Endo? But I said McAllister and Jota are key differences, and we have to wake up and understand. Salah could probably leave at the end of the summer. at the end of the summer. So we still have to figure out what is Liverpool going to look like without Mo Salah. This is the best opportunity to see that. And because we've done AFCON before, that's what it is.
Well, so is your go on, Ollie, go on.
I was going to say though, when you said about the attack, right? What it sounded to me like is like what Arsenal fans have been saying saying this year about when the attack clicks, when, and now we've reached January, and now we're saying, oh snap, it's not clicked, right? And that's the problem, and that's why I came back to the point of when you have someone who's a game changer like Salah, who can essentially mask the problems of your team. We don't have that in Arsenal. We think we have that in likes of Saka, but we don't, right? So you can see that when collectively it's not working, it's apparent. The difference is that Salah can be crap for 8 to 9 minutes and be world class for 1 minute, and he's going to score in that 1 minute. And you take that out, it might become a problem. And this is where it's like it's almost
it's down to Liverpool to dip into the market finally and actually spend when you need to spend on players you actually need, isn't it?
Again, the attackers, again, I don't know, like, man,
go on.
It's not. We understand losing Salah is always going to be an issue for Liverpool, but the answer isn't always to go and buy someone or to change loads of things. Players just need to step up. Gakpo needs to step up. Nunez needs to just ball in the fucking net. Jota needs to carry on doing what he's doing and affecting the game, whether it's off the bench or from the start, preferably from the start. Diaz, I can say Diaz had his first good game since I can't remember. That was the Diaz. The Diaz today was the Diaz I know. I saw man do a Majinky take on his man. I thought, oh wait, he might take on his man. He took on his man. And you got past him. I ain't seen that in a minute. So if Diaz can now go into next game with the tenacity and the direct attitude and the better the better end product like he did today, I don't fear losing Salah. It's if we carry on. It's if we carry on playing the way we've been playing at times where we don't look like we're going to score and it's just side to side possession and low blocks there. That is when it becomes an issue. So for me, I can only wait. For me, I'm not confident about going to the Emirates, but the rest of the games, I still believe Liverpool are good enough to win these games. As we said it, we have match winners. We have Virgil van Dijk today, sensational again. There are times that Newcastle should have been in on goal today, many times.
He's at 1-on-1 with Van Dijk. We're having it. Van Dijk, we're having it.
I never said about going to a market to go and replace these players, but you need to strengthen your position regardless of them being there. Because when it's the next time when it happens, you need. It's a gaping hole. No, but I hope I never said your attack, by the way. I was more referring to your defense in it. There's still you can still. I think Olu said it. You still got to get at it. Like it's possible. We saw it today in moments. They were still there, even moments set piece. No, it has been, but that's why you need to patch up with no Endo. I know you lot were moaning about McAllister. He's had barely a handful of good games in a DM, and it's not his fault, by the way. It's not his fault, and he's just come back to be fit again. Yeah, and even when you need to rotate because you've got a lot of games coming up, he will need to be rotated. Curtis Jones can only do so much. Trent can only do so much. I'm just saying this is now down to your owners to show their ambition for your club. Not you lot. I'm not criticizing you, but it's from your owners. Same thing with Arsenal. The same thing we've been talking about. They need a striker. They need this. It's the same thing applies for you guys as well, isn't it? And people that there's one entity. There's two players coming back here that you man need to not remember. They need to remember Haaland and KDB. It's as simple as that. When do you want to be?
And also the other thing about this is that the thing of the players have to step up is this: they've had 5 months just trying to step up. Just because now all of a sudden disappears, they're magically going to flick a switch. Doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that, right? You can't just say, okay, you take one player out and now this person's going to elevate themselves to a world-class level. The level they've been playing for the past 5 months is the level they're at right now.
You said
no. This is what I'm saying. Because Salah is world-class. That's what I'm saying. So
if you Salah's level, listen, if they elevate themselves to Salah's level, we win the league. We win every trophy.
Of course. But I'm saying to you, right, if you're saying they have to elevate their level, I'm saying to you that if you forget the world-class thing, for them to even elevate their level, the previous months is essentially telling you now what they are going to be for the rest of the season. It's very difficult for them to be even higher than that. Maybe Jota is the only one. Diaz is never going to be wait, let me finish this point. And you can go. Nunez is not going to be better than the level he's at right now because he's at 5 months. He's now been playing consistently for the month. This is what he's going to be till the end of the season. In fact, he's most likely going to start tailing off as he gets more tired. Diaz, now you might say the injury and so on and so forth, like maybe he can step up a bit, but it's like you're not going to see a much more elevated level because we're talking about now in January. We're not talking about in September where people just had preseason and you're still trying to find form. They have found the form for most of the season right now. So you'll see, like just like Arsenal right now, I'm worried as an Arsenal fan because I think this is Arsenal's level in terms of our attack. I don't see us being all of a sudden 15 goals from Martinelli better. I think the max is probably going to get his 7 or 8 because I think he's reached the form he's probably going to be at for the best rest of the season. I think don't be naive just to think that, okay, Salah's leaving and now this players think that all of a sudden something in their heads got switched that we got to step up. No, this is probably what their attack is going to be set up as, and it's going to be Klopp to figure out an answer to the problem, not just the players stepping up. Because why haven't they stepped up for the past 5 months?
Well, you never know, though, Ollie, man. You never know. Like, you never know, man. Like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm still kind of with months. I know Cass don't agree. I just think it ain't that deep, bro. Like, I know you say like, oh, it can't just be like, oh, so let's switch on, let's just step up now. I genuinely think that, and some of those Liverpool players, they do have quite a few Liverpool players that still have that experience of the know-how. Not saying they're going to win it, but they still got those players with the know-how. Okay, Salah ain't there. We have to step up in it. You get what I'm saying? And maybe they will click. Who knows? You never know. Salah might go in and might all of a sudden might do even better. You never, for that moment, you don't know, bro. And give Klopp a headache when Salah does come back. But your point, it is valid, but I just think it ain't that deep. People making a big thing out of it. Oh, Salah. Yeah, like that man can step up, man. You get what I'm saying?
Remember, Specs Broski, they have to make this a bigger thing than it is because that's all they got right now. Like, bro, when I look at Arsenal's attack, I don't see, bro. When I look at Arsenal's attack, I don't even see half of Salah's goals. So it's like I hear it, but the one thing that frustrates me is that you can't say that the level you've seen these guys at is the level they're going to be. Diaz obviously had the knee injury and had the personal issues, so I can understand for the drop off of his form. Doesn't mean I stand for it, but I can understand the human side of me can understand why he's not as good as he is because of the injury and what's happened. Yeah, but Diaz showed me today that he can elevate his level. If it was another shit performance today, I'll sit here saying, Ollie, you're not gonna lie. Yeah, these men ain't feeling me with no confidence. I can't even lie. If this was a Salah carry job today, I'd say, you know what? Fuck, I ain't gonna lie. Ollie, you're spot on with that, but you're not spot on because Jota's come back from a long-term injury and has got an assist and a goal in less than about 40 minutes of football. So his levels ain't dropped. I'll tell you that from now. Yeah, Darwin Nunez is always a threat. He's always a threat, but his issue is putting the ball in the back of the net. So for me, I can deal with that for 3-4 games. Across the course of a season, it's not going to win you a league, especially without Salah. If there was no Salah for the whole season and it was just Darwin Nunez, then we can talk about the problem that causes. But Darwin Nunez is still enough of an issue to give us what we need to sometimes put the ball in the net. Cody Gakpo, for me, he's hot and cold, but he can show it again. He's come off the bench and got another goal. Here's a fact. In 2023, Gakpo and Nunez have the same goals. But Gakpo is the one who's known as not a goal scorer, right? Right? Did anyone else know that?
Okay. But that goal. Who said about goal?
I'll let you finish. I'll let you land. Yeah. And then the other one, who's the other one I missed? There's one more I missed. Who's the other one?
You said
Nunez,
Gakpo, Nunez, Diaz. You spoke about Diaz, Jota. You spoke about Salah.
Oh yeah. So for me, for those 4, I believe that so Jota was the other one as well. In his best season, he got 15 goals, and it can be replicated if he plays regularly. He wasn't fit last season, so absolutely every one of these players can elevate their level. Because if this was these man's level, then why is everyone shocked that they're not putting in their work over the last 4 or 5 weeks? Because after the last 4 or 5 weeks, everyone's been saying, "Bro, Liverpool's attack is stinky. We're moving stinky right now." But they're saying it's moving stinky because they're used to Jota banging in goals, used to Nunez being a bit better than what he is. You're used to Diaz being a dynamo, being mad off the wing. You're used to these men being better. So to then turn around and say that these man, this is their level now, is mad disingenuous. Is this Martinelli's level? Because it's game week 20, he's got 2 goals in the league. Is that his level? It's not his level because we've just seen him score 15 goals in the league. So that's clearly not his level.
But that's fair. No, that's a fair point. But I'm saying to you, we're halfway through a season. Like we can't just blind ourselves and say half the season has been passed. We can't just say
they haven't been bad for the whole season in the last 6 weeks.
No. I'm not. Of course, but I'm saying to you that he's not going to hit the same levels he did last season, right? I can admit that right now. Halfway through the season, I don't think Martinelli is going to hit the same levels he did last season. I think Saka's dropped off. I think Jesus has dropped off from last season. So I can see that and go, you know what? If I extrapolate what I've seen now for the rest of the season, unless there's a massive change in in form, like I'm talking a huge change in form, this is going to be it for them. So you're going to get games where he's really good and games where he absolutely looks terrible, and it's for Arteta to figure out a solution to the problem, right? And this is what I'm saying. So, and that's why I say even with Jota, I give Jota a blight because I don't, Jota is coming back from injury, so he's going to pick up form, and we don't know what's going to be. He's going to be like, but the rest of the players, I'm just saying that sometimes as football fans, we sort of get this idea of we've seen the players at their best, so we expect them to play at their best. When the reality is actually they're showing us what they are right now. And you're right about the human elements with Diaz and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to discount that. But as a Liverpool fan, I think if I was a Liverpool fan, in the back of my mind, I would say, yeah, we're top of the league. But me losing Salah, there's a little bit of worry in that as well, that if my players don't do what you think they're going to do, then
it's not all doom and gloom.
Man City will catch up.
It's not all doom. It's not all doom and gloom. Because it is. They have got leeway because they are top of the league by 3 points clear. Let me just do these two super chats quick. Mohammed says Newcastle won't win anything under Eddie Howe. Looking likely like that now, isn't it? And then Price says Diaz, what a player. I hope he's back. Hashtag 20 to 21. Is that when he was at Porto?
No, it was with us. He had a triumphant back end of the season when he scored.
Wait, has he been with you lot for 3 years? Has he?
So
4 years?
Mm.
No, it's only been 2 years. 2 years, isn't it?
6 months, and he's been here. So it was in the quad season. He came the second half of the quad season.
Yeah.
Last season he was injured for most of the season. This is his second full season.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's all doing. Look, it's only a few games, isn't it? Emirates, you can pretty much might write that one off. The other game that you had, who did I mention? Bournemouth, you might drop points, you might not, to be fair. Jota, it kind of seems like a game for Jota, to be honest. But they're on some decent form, even though they just got smacked up. I wouldn't put them past it. I wouldn't say they're going to be an easy ride. But that's a game that you need to be expectation. Even if you drop, let's say, a couple games, let's say you drop 4 points max, it's not all doom and gloom because you'll be technically, without Salah, you got Burnley at home at that point, even if he's there or not, if he's in a final or not. You'd technically be about a point, I would say. So it's all doom and gloom. It's just about pushing on towards the next part. It's just, there is a significant drop-off with Liverpool. As much as frightening you are, if you go check how much GA Salah has for the season, go check how many goals you have. It's pretty bit brazy, isn't it, when you think of it? But yeah, but you know what? It's probably exciting to see as a Liverpool fan. This is what I'm saying. Like, they can see what players can finally do without a Salah in the team. Life after Salah. This is where you need to look at your owners. Are you going to push on? And stuff like that. Other teams will also drop points. Let's get that straight. Aston Villa will drop points next few games. Arsenal might drop more points. Man City might drop some more points. It's possible, So it's not the worst case scenario. You're just obviously putting a question in, like, don't be so confident that you're going to run away with it at the same time, maybe, if that's what Ollie's trying to allude to.
Who in this stream at any point have said we're going to run away with anything?
No, I think it's the confidence that was coming out.
This is it though. No one here sat here and said we're winning the league.
No,
that's
a shit stirrer,
No,
confidence.
No. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that either.
No. Welcome. We know what that's called. That's called projecting.
That was live on Cash, Jesus clown.
The same thing. Every stream about other teams, by the way.
You're not playing mind games, man.
No.
It's not the point. But if you're gonna but the whole point is confidence. If you're gonna be confident, that means you're gonna do your thing then without him then.
No, guys. Again, guys. Guys, if I go and speak to Kiers, and I go and speak to Casey, and I say, if I put a point to them, they'll go, shut up, Mons, I'm top of the league. Or they'll say, yeah, but Mons, I'm top. So what can you say?
That's Arsenal fans. Let's leave them alone.
Yeah. So have me or Welcome have said at any point we're gonna win the league?
No, I said it to Welcome before. Like, I said it beforehand, yeah. No, it's not projected. I said it before. I said, when you're talking about Salah, like, the whole point, don't say that we did it before as an excuse. I said, actually try to be objective without him being there. You lot were seeing.
That's based off what I've seen. That's based off what I've seen. I'm not saying that that's going to happen.
You're not playing mind games, man.
Olu has a calculated assumption to assume that when Mane and Salah left, and we done well with they were done with the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain and Diogo Jota that came in. That's a calculated assumption.
Yeah, and Marcus Rashford somehow scored bare goals after coming back from the flipping.
No, that's your team. Me and you are not the same.
It don't matter. He's not going to do it again.
You can't tell me about a Marcus Rashford.
You had a different lineup. You're
not playing mind games, man.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. That quad team, that solid ass Liverpool team is not the same team, bro. It's not the same.
We already know that.
There's nothing. You got no leg to stand on with that. You can see bare goals these days, G. Don't do this. Like, if you want me to be real,
what do you mean?
Olu put across decent points, yeah, about Salah's goal, Salah's assist, and how much he does. You talk about Gakpo, who got the goal today, but guess who set that one up? Guess who set that one up? The whole point is you're alluding with a lot of confidence. So right now he's going to question that confidence about the players that you had.
Based of what I've seen, right now, No, so Cass, you tell me that I never once said that we was going to win the league, but I should not be confident that we
No one said that.
I'm not allowed to be confident.
It's a bit overconfident because you got no players up front right now. Every player that you mentioned scores goals typically. It's on the pitch. It's off the bench.
Overconfidence means saying that we're going to win the league without.
No one said that you're going to win the league.
Yeah, but Liverpool have got other goals. Like, they've got other guys that can put in goals though as well. It ain't just the front three. We keep looking at just the front three, but they've got other goals. Like the chips in, even Harvey chips in 9 again.
Let me land with this one. Welcome Airlines.
Come on.
Let me land with this one.
No, let me land, yeah, because you see this one here.
You're trying to tell me I'm overconfident.
This one here talks about Arsenal fans being confident and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 and does exactly the same thing for other teams. But when it comes to his team, it's a whole different scenario, bro. It's the same questions I'm applying. Don't be too confident.
All right, cool. So today, for example, if
you don't get to tell me about confidence, I can't hear you. If you want to start talking about confidence,
12 months ago, if you're going to do the same thing, 12 months ago, Mons was on the bottom row week after week, yeah? Week after week.
You talk about different teams, man. You talk about different teams.
Wait. So if you want to do 2
here, bro?
2 years ago, if you want to do 2 years ago, then I can do a year ago as well because it's the same reference. Actually, it's a closer reference. Excuses. Talk properly.
I'm back. Do you want me to make you a time machine? I'm back. What do you want me to do?
No. You talk about time machine. All you do, you just talk about quad season.
I didn't speak about the quad season. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
You spoke about your savior. Brother thinks Thiago's going to be your savior that comes back and he's going to hold it down.
Oh, what have I said about you? See, when I talk about the quad challenging season, what have I spoken about? Are you talking about when I said Salah and Mane?
Left year, you done it before. Same thing. Back in your quad season, you both said it as it goes. Actually, bare people in your comments have said it at the same time.
Yes, okay, and again, but that's
all the same.
That's not again, Kaz. What you're doing is you're shadow boxing again.
All for one for all.
Again, somewhere else. I'm not talking about that to reminisce about the past. I'm saying that we've survived without Salah before, and I believe this team is not as good as the quad challenging team, but the Premier League standard is lower as a whole. Like the fact that Liverpool are 5 points.
Can I make a point?
Hold on. The fact that Liverpool are 5 points clear, and the way we play, for me, in my opinion,
you're 3 points clear.
Of Villa.
Okay,
but it doesn't count Villa.
Why can you not count Villa? That's disingenuous, no?
All right,
but also, wait. Can I just say?
Let me answer for a second. Like when I say 5 points clear, I'm talking about of the other title contenders. So again, I'm talking about Arsenal and City. I understand City have a game in hand. Liverpool, for me, have not been at a standard to represent us being 5 points clear as it stands in the table. We haven't. It's as simple as that. What we do half the time is not sustainable, and we've been bailed out a lot of the time by Alisson, Van Dijk, and Salah and Trent because we have 4 world-class players. The rest of the squad have proved to not hit the heights we'd like them to hit consistently this season. Yet we are 5 points clear. So therefore, my point is that we, like, the Premier League standard is it's not lower, but it's way more competitive right now. So everyone's beating each other. So as you said, you alluded to it, Kaz, there will be times where I feel like the other teams might drop points as well. And you don't want to have to rely on that, but it's not the doom and gloom. And if we want to be confident, I think we have a right to be a little bit confident, but not go all the way with it. And me and Malcolm have not sat here and said we win the league at any point. I've never said this.
No. Make that whole, because you know what? 2 games ago, before Oli goes, 2 games ago, Arsenal on top of the world. Actually, you know what? They had every right to be confident. We got told they shouldn't be confident through Don and everybody else. By the way, same thing. This is a consensus. This is a whole generalization. They had every right to be confident. They'll say the exact same thing. They had every right. 2 games in, it's doom and gloom. Arsenal finished, but they fell off. Or without you, and let's say Salah. Let's say no. This is just hypothetical. Let's say you do drop points and all that, and you also drop two games, and also go up 2 games. What's the question now? Because let's be honest, you said it yourself. No one's been that great. Your performances have not exactly been exhilarating. You do score a lot of goals.
You score a lot of goals. So you agree with me?
No. I'm just saying.
You all agree with me then, clearly.
But you're the same guy to talk. No, you never mind. Well,
I was going to say Mons. But the thing Kaz trying to say is this, right? It's everything you've just said, you could apply to Arsenal a month back. right? This idea of we haven't played well, but we're still top of the league, right? The fact that we think the league was weaker and we can shine with top of the league. I mean, that same thing is happening here. The only thing we're saying now is that essentially for the next X amount of games, you're going to lose a very crucial player to AFCON. And again, I'm not wishing bad, but we know the pitches at AFCON are not great. What happens if he gets injured? Again, this is all what if.
Salah don't get injured. Salah don't get injured.
Let's say he gets injured, twists his knee or something like that, right? Then you've got a bigger problem, right? But that's not going to happen. I'm not going to wish that on him, right? But the points that he's making, or you're making here, is everything that Arsenal fans were saying beforehand. So it's almost like wait till we finish. It's like I'm seeing a mirror. And also, let me go back to the team that challenged the quad, right? The team that challenged the quad had a midfield which was pretty much.
How is this going on? Hold on, pause. Have some shame, Unali. Have some shame. Why are you? Wait, is that timeout button? Time him out. Time out.
But yeah, the team that challenged the quad was a team that had been built for over years. That understood the system, had played together for a number of years, right? So taking those players out, maybe there was less likely to feel it. Now you've got pretty much a new team, especially in midfield. I'm more worried about Liverpool's midfield, to be honest, than anything else, because I think that taking away 3 midfielders and dropping these 3 new ones is a big thing to happen to a team, right? And this is what I'm saying. You take out an X factor that is Salah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, he's so good that even when he plays badly, he still gathers so much threat from other teams that he creates space for other players. You take that out, what happens to that team? That's what I'm saying. And all the things about you saying is Arsenal is, are you playing well and so on and so forth? You still 5 points.
Yeah, but wait, can I land with this one? Can I land with this one? Sorry, because let's get this cracking. Yeah, me and Arsenal, we're not the same. The reason why we not tell you man can't be confident, we always question your mentality. And what Mont said, we've got 4 players. If it's not Mo Salah, I can trust a Van Dijk, I can trust an Alisson, and I can trust a Trent because we've got match winners. So, and also today as well, let's talk about Curtis Jones. I can bring in a little conversation about Curtis Jones because before he got that red card against Tottenham, he was our star player. So with the fact that Klopp has integrated the likes of Curtis Jones, who's come through the academy, used him pretty well, and this season he's told him, bro, you're my guy as well. Elliot, same thing as well. Joe Gomez as well, that people were saying he was done and dusted. Today, absolutely great performance as well. And he's been playing from across the back line. I'm making a calculated assumption based off what I've seen. I'm not saying to you, Rod, sorry, of course, our attack hasn't been firing. Our midfield been lackadaisical. But let me tell you something, yeah? I can if Szoboszlai and the likes of McAllister in the camp with people that has won things, I'm all right with that. I could probably tell, like Trent's telling you, man, just come and join the ride. Yes, you might have bad games and stuff like that. Yes, we're still trying to ride what's going on with Liverpool and stuff like that. But you, man, join the ride. Because us, man, we have the quality to win games. Do you get what I'm saying? We have the quality to push any further. I'm not saying to win the league, but in that conversation, and look where we are, and that represents that. And that's us playing badly. That's us without no DM. That's us playing in Europa. When your team isn't in Champions League, but you're losing against Fulham, you're losing against West Ham, and you want to come attack to my team, hold that, my guy. And me and you are not the same. Don't try to...
Before you go, let me just say...
Welcome, I'm not finished.
I'll respond to you.
Welcome Airlines, please.
Oh man.
Welcome Airlines. So I can trust. What I'm saying to you, right, up to this point, I'm making a calculated assumption based off what I've seen from Liverpool. And if I got a gaffer like Jurgen Klopp, who's done it before with our team and is rebuilding his thing, I can trust my gaffer. I can trust the likes of Trent. Yes, we haven't been looking great, but you tell me a team that's been looking great this season. If you talk about the standards a bit lower, and obviously a lot of teams are competing, like the Aston Villas and stuff like that, the likes of Man City as well coming into the fold. I'm all right sitting top of the table like this. I'm okay.
Welcome. Let me just. I
knew it. So welcome.
You got it on the land though.
Let me land. Welcome. You spoke for about 5 minutes just then, and they only jumped in on the final top of the league thing you said. Everything else you just got ignored, by the way.
Let me just say this, right? Let me just say this. I'm older than most of you guys here. In 2004, when the Arsenal won the league, I was saying the things you were saying when we were bringing in new players. This like at that point we had when we won the league. Wait, let me.
Not today.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
Let him go, Ross. Let him now, Ross. Let him now, Ross, man. Let him speak. Let him speak, man. You got to let him speak, man.
This is what I'm saying. In 2004, I'd seen Arsenal win the league. done something which I thought was amazing. Went invincible, right? And I thought Arsenal will always be challenging for the league. 20 years later, we haven't won shit, right? Don't just think that because that you've got players who have won something that it's just going to happen forever. Look at Man United. Look at Man United. Man United.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Man United
win the league. Have we said we was going to win the league?
They never
Can
said
I
win
not
the league.
talk about today?
You've got to let it finish, man.
You're Arsenal complex. You Arsenal fans are so entitled.
Let him finish, man.
Let me say this.
Let him finish, man. Please, man.
First of all, I hate this idea when people say, I've not said we're going to win the league. What's the point of supporting a big team if you don't think your team's going to win the league? What's the point of supporting? In your heart, you have to have belief your team is going to win the league. Or else, what's the point of watching football?
So now we have to believe we're going to win the league, even though I don't think we're going to win the league.
Every top team has to have some level of belief. What's the point? What's the jeopardy? What's the point?
You said you wasn't trusting Arsenal to win the league. Only you just said that you wasn't trusting Arsenal to win the league. Are you not a big team? Are you not a big team?
In my heart, welcome. In my heart, we are going to league. Do you know what? I would say this. Guys, since the first time you met me, I've always said that in my heart, I think Arsenal will win the league. Even when we had like some Mustafi and so on and so forth. But of course, I can look at what's happening and say we're not going to win it. But this idea, you're 5 points ahead. Why would you have chest that you're going to win the league? What's the point? Why are you scared of? Are you scared of Man City?
You know what? One thing they never said.
No. Yes, I am.
Shook ones.
Yes, I am scared
Get out here, man.
Let's hold on. I'll say it loud and
Love this shit, man.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
No, I'll say it right now.
No such thing as halfway crooks.
Oh, man.
Clearly,
Scared to death, scared to look. They shook.
No. When me or Welcome speak for 5 minutes, and the last thing, listen, I am scared of Man City. I am. Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm scared of Man City because there's been 3 run-ins with them, and I've lost all 3. Yeah. So that shows me that they, hold on. They out of the
watch NFL. Go watch basketball. Shook ones, man.
Brother, can I speak? After the last 6 Premier Leagues, Man City have won 5 of them. So I would be stupid. I would be a dunce. I would be a fucking idiot not to think that Man City aren't the favourites to win the league. You can hope. Listen, you're allowed to hope you can win the league. I hope right now. I hope Liverpool win the league. But if I put my thinking cap on and go, right, can Liverpool actually win the league? Will we win the league? Well, yeah, there's a possibility, but we're not the favourites. The best equipped to win the league is Manchester City. That is fact. That is fact. Based on the evidence. How about this? You should know because last year you're the ones who bottled it. So last year you should be telling me you're scared. How are you telling me? Come on, bro.
Nope. I ain't ever shook. I ain't shook with nothing. I ain't scared about nothing.
Okay, that's what a stupid man says. Go on, take a rock to a gunfight. That's what a stupid man would say.
By the way, Olu, I know you went 20 years back, but not one of them said that they're going to go win the league. We're just talking about a period of time in the next 3-4 weeks. But this is how
Invincibles. Man started talking about the.
I don't know how we got here. How do we get here?
They shook.
Listen. Let's just run it back to what we were saying.
Big 99 points. Big 99 points. 4-4 no safety. Come on, man.
Listen, Ollie. Listen, you're my guy, and I hear it, innit? But bro, being 5 points clear, we've been more points clear ahead of Man City, and it's not happened. You were 9 points clear or 7 points clear in April and didn't win the league. So, bro, to go and say I secretly think we're going to win the league, even when I had Mustafi, that is borderline crazy. That is not even borderline crazy.
The game's the game.
I'll come into the house if I need to win it. Maybe it's that. But if we're talking about Mo Salah,
I'm backing in the beef no matter what. 5-1, I'm still there.
Listen, if we're talking about Mo Salah,
that was the whole consensus about me saying don't be confident without having no Mo Salah around in it because of I'm not involved with that. I'm not involved with that part. I didn't do run up 20 years ago. I'm just messing with you. I'm not involved, man. I'm not involved. Bro, I don't want to get
Mo Salah's going to be an issue in it. But as I said,
stop smiling. You just lost. Anyways,
real talk, Spec. Stop laughing still. But yeah, now these men
you want to entertain me in it, bro? What can I do to sit?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be right there. There you go.
That's joking.
And you still got that picture, bro.
Listen. How about this? I'm not even more. I'm not crazy worried. It's an issue in it, but I'm more worried about Salah's form when he gets back. That's what I'm worried about. When he gets back, is he still going to be in the? Because we've seen it before, the pre and post AFCON. We've seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's not just about the games he's missing. Will he still be missing when he gets back? Is there going to be a search for him for Mo Salah? I don't know. That is what I'm not sure. I'm not sure about.
It ain't that deep, man. It ain't that deep.
Like, listen, hey, I've seen it and I've lived it. I've lived and I've seen Mo Salah obviously hit like a 3-month decline.
That's how the money had to step up.
Yeah, exactly. Mane stepped up on a mad thing. So, boy, I think Liverpool. First of all, just to prove one thing, I don't want to be associated with Arsenal. Stop associating me with Arsenal. Liverpool. Hold on. Liverpool.
Go and get Firmino on loan, innit? Go and get Firmino on loan, bro.
Let me land. Liverpool at the start of the season, were not expected to do any of this, but now I expect this because we're now here now. Obviously, objectives change, but stop associating us with Arsenal, who were automatically expected to challenge. These men had so many players in their combined 11s against my club. They're known as these dynamos. When they're winning games, I'd say it time and time again. When they're winning games, it's Mark of Champions, and when we're doing it, it's unsustainable. You men are looked at as the guys who are quick to go and win the league. Liverpool don't have a 6. Concede too many chances. If Salah's not there, it's a problem. So you see, our confidence or your confidence, it comes from. I'm not saying you lot. You know what? You got a good point.
But last year, you went to the team that they did the quad. So last year, what happened then? Did you have the same chest last year going to this year? Last year, after the year before the quad, and you went.
Last year,
chest.
I think a lot of us thought that you might have, though. To be fair,
so Arsenal can have the confidence this year based on last year.
I didn't say you can't be confident.
We did not say you can't be confident. We never spoke about you can't be confident. We're not those guys. When you win, we praise you, man.
I'll rewind it.
Can I put a disclaimer, by the way? Can you stop calling it quad season? You want a double. Stop doing it.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Double.
Domestic double season. We call it a treble season because we won a treble, a proper one, not some dusty one. Call it a domestic double season, We know what season that was, all right? Or the season where you bottled it. How about that one? The season where we bottled the quad, you can have that one. Just saying once. Just a bit of clarification there. And Wilkes.
Okay.
Yeah, Jurgen.
Hey, Specs, what are you talking about? Endo bullied Guimaraes in midfield. You try to put Luton on the wing. Trent had a good game. No one will talk about it, but Trent had a good game.
Bro, like I said, I'll be honest, the midfield, Bruno for me is hot and cold anyway. People get at me when I get on him. He's hot and cold at times, you get me? But he can't do it all by himself. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know, bro. Like, I won't say he bullied him, but Bruno didn't have a good game. And your midfield was better than us, like straight up, bro. Like every time we got the ball, you stifled us, and plus, more than it was self-infliction as well. I was getting rattled because I'm getting sick and tired of not releasing the ball quick enough. And then, get what I'm saying? So, Liverpool won, innit? Cool, bro. You get me? Like, Newcastle in the mud right now.
Did you have hope? When you had the second goal, did you have hope?
I think we all did.
What? Winning or drawing?
Winning or anything. Just winning or draw. Did you have hope?
No matter what happened in that game, I never thought we were going to win. When it was 1-1 with that Isak beautiful finish, let's talk about that. But I know you don't want to because we lost. Isak, when it was that, I was thinking, yes, we're back in it quickly. We can hold on. But after even 5 minutes after that goal from Isak, look at the time, the time on the board, and the way you were peppering us, I said we can't sustain this. You get what I'm saying? Then we went on to do what he did. Then we got the second goal, but it's like too little, too late. So like, if it was reversed, we would score before was in front. I don't know. Never gonna win. I was hoping for a draw. I didn't expect to get 2 goals at Anfield. I'll be honest. I didn't expect that. That's the slight positive. But overall, we lost again. That's what that matters. We lost.
What's happened to Bruno G? Why has he become less technical and become more of a battler?
Because you know what? He's not a DM. He's an actual 8.
He's not a DM anyway. That's why I bought to. It's weird though, because we bought Tonali in, but even him is not really like him and Bruno really technically playing the same position, really. So we're missing a 6, if you want to say, but we're missing that anyway. I do believe that, and some people have the narrative, which I kind of starting to understand now, that overall we're not technically that Newcastle. Overall, our thing that Eddie created was just the intensity, and that's what has been getting us to where we are. But it's not sustainable. when they're on the forefront and with the injuries. So we've got to work on that and look at the transfer market. We'll learn from it.
And
It's a learning curve, man. We're ahead of time.
Also, do you think that, and sorry guys, I know I'm just asking a few questions. Do you think that last year was a season too quickly for, because I think the same thing happened to Man United, right? In terms of they won the league on top 4 and got top 3 last year, and it was a year too early for Ten Hag. And essentially some of the learning processes they should have gone through, they've missed out on it. They sort of fast-tracked it. Do you think the same thing has happened with Newcastle? Where the Champions League and the final,
I think Newcastle, Man United, whatever journey we're on is completely two different things. Man United States is at different levels, isn't it? I just think in general, like, there was no sit-down plan with Eddie to say, we're going to be in Champions League next year. No one thought that. No, like, cut long story short, we are ahead of schedule. And sometimes we've got to remember that. But at the same time, when we see games where you can't get a draw at Luton, you're getting pumped at home by Forest, and there's a lot of games we've got in front, and we can't seem to hold on to that. That's what pissing me off as well. And then you lose the game. So we're ahead of schedule, but there's still games that there's no excuse about ahead of schedule. Some games we shouldn't be losing. You shouldn't be losing. But yeah,
you're quite close to Chelsea now, aren't you?
Well, the last time I looked, it was very close.
So are we. So are we.
Bro, look, man, if Newcastle's away form continues like this, bro, because our away form is relegation form, period. If it continues like this, we're going to keep slumping down, and the whole season, for me, the season's done anyway. At one point, I had hope for at least Europa. As it stands, I'm just a little bit slowly more towards our season's done.
As it stands, you're 9th, and Chelsea are a point behind you, and Wolverhampton are also 2. A game in hand, and they're anyways, not
Dubravka's better than Onana. You would take a Dubravka. I swear he was at your club.
They recorded them, chumps.
He got a League Cup medal.
But yeah, man. Other than that, we're gonna end it there as well. Look, good win. At the end of the day, good win for Liverpool. They absolutely smashed it. XG smashed it. Probably should have scored a lot more. They should have had at least another 3 goals, in my opinion. Liverpool on fire, man. They're on fire. You can't deny it. I just tried to provide argument, because these lot, entertainment value, guys. Come on, I'm a Man United fan. Allow me. But yeah, you know what? Monsters every right now, and Woke said it pretty perfect. You have every right to be confident. And yeah, man, let's see how it goes without Salah for a few games. But yeah, man, we're gonna be back tomorrow morning at 11:30. This is gonna go straight over to Big Six Bants, and you can go hear all whatever they're saying. So if they get carried away, clip it for me. There's been a few in my DMs already. Thank you very much for sending that. Yeah, and we'll run them up when they need to. In a bit.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Hold on.